beginning of Harvest 2021. It is June the 4th, and we are currently in Northwest Texas. We've been down here for about a week or so, and we got down here just in time for about 3 inches of rain. So needless to say, we've just been kind of hanging out, but I can't complain too much because we have some friends down here, and we generally don't get to hang out with them. That's what we've been doing. It's been pretty nice, I'm not gonna lie. But after a week, it starts to get old. So the guys went out and sampled. They were hopeful they could cut today, but they just took a sample into the elevator, and that came back, I think, 14.4. The elevator doesn't want it above 13.5. So they're hopeful that tomorrow we'll be able to cut. The thing is that some of our fields probably have some drier grain, but the ground is just too wet. It won't carry the machines, and so we're just gonna have to wait. So anyway, I had everything pulled together for their first dinner of the season, and I got a phone call just a little bit ago that said, hey, we're coming back and eating at the camper. That's totally cool. So Axel is enjoying some of the casserole for dinner. So he's having dill and chicken casserole with some green beans. So I'll keep that warm till the boys get in, and pretty hopeful that we'll cut tomorrow because it's about time. It's about time. So anyway, I hope harvest is going good for everyone else that is able to run, and for everyone else that's waiting out the rain. I totally feel your pain, and I hope you can get going soon.
Good morning, guys. Today is Saturday the 4th, I think, and we got loaded. We're up on top of the pass, actually. Not on top. We're starting to climb the pass. We always pull out here, check everything, strap everything, check all of our straps. And now we're getting ready to hit the road again. Hello, everyone. Today is the 7th. I just got back from Grand Junction. That's about 4 hours west of us. Hayden and her best friend Mackenzie went to basketball camp. So we took the other combine on Saturday and took it, dropped it off, came back. I jumped in the truck on Sunday, drove the girls up there. We spent the night. Camp started this morning. I just got home maybe 30 minutes ago. Ryan and Chase had the cart and tractor loaded, and we may take it tomorrow. We're not 100% sure. I have to go back up bright and early Thursday morning to pick the girls up from camp, and then we will either take this down or we'll be taking green trailers. So that's what we're doing. We made it with the second combine, and it's super windy, which is nice because it doesn't make it feel like it's so hot. Just Hayden unhooking the trailer. Got both the combines here. Fleet's definitely a little ways off, but it's beautiful. So we made it. Next trip will be with the grain cart and tractor. First round of dish pan cookies, and then I've got some oatmeal raisins. That's first batch over there. And now that these are cooled off, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap them and freeze them that way, so when I pull them out I can just put them straight into the lunchbox. Hi everyone, it's Kylie with DeBach Harvesting, and it is June 7th, and I have been packing the camper, and even though it is 90 degrees outside, I am actually packing all of our winter stuff. So I bought some vacuum bags today, and I'm going to throw everything in there so I can conserve some space and then put those underneath the beds. We don't have the luxury of leaving and then coming back for the winter stuff, so everything that we leave within the camper is all we get. So I'll get these all packed up and throw them under the beds and save some room, and then we'll have that stuff when we get up north. Now these will easily fit underneath the beds. Getting one more ride in before we have to leave. So Megan and Dylan are waxing the tractor. And everything shined up before we head to Alva. Got the tractor done and on to the combine. I've always enjoyed this back room for the kids to have all this storage. But now my son is getting really long, and so the clothes just really don't fit anymore. So I'm gonna have to get a little more creative with the back room. So just finished the boys' room. It actually worked out really well. So I just moved all of Colston's stuff over here, and then just labeled all his drawers. And then that opened up this entire cabinet here. So now we have a nice spot for the kids' shoes, which normally they're just everywhere. So, and then I moved this small one that I already had, and it was just full of toys and whatnot. So now Regan just has a smaller one for his stuff, and then his 2 drawers. And then we use these bottom ones. This is kind of what we use for clothes hampers. So the kids just put their dirty clothes underneath there, and we don't have to have any extra baskets or stuff in their room. So it turned out really nice. We have an extra bed up top, Colston's bed, and then on this side is Regan's bed. First load headed to Alva, June 8th. June 9th, and after all the chaos of loading everything, we are packed. If you would have saw it this morning, it was an absolute disaster bringing all the food in from the house, all the clothes. Go. Dylan just left with the second load of equipment to take over to Alva, and we are ready. Hopefully we can get started tomorrow. We'll come back and get the camper tonight and get that way to Alva, and then hopefully we can start heading.
June 9th, we are still here in Vernon, Texas. We were able to have a few of the combines run yesterday. Not all of them were able to run because we couldn't find enough dry wheat. The crew and childress got going yesterday, and they are going today right now, and one of our combines by Vernon is going. We have 4 in this field here, and we're waiting on it to dry out about one more point. And it's 2 in the afternoon, so hopefully we can get going here soon. I am just sitting in my combine tire right now, waiting for the field to dry. Combining another sample. Hopefully it comes back dry so we can get some acres cut today.
Good morning, this is Megan Clinert with Clinert Harvesting. Last night the crew was able to start cutting later. Gosh, it was after 5. The humidity is just insane here. We're here in central Oklahoma. We start at home. We cut our own wheat, and then we cut a few neighbors before we head into Kansas. And the dew point's really high again today. It's going to feel like over 105. It's just miserably humid. So things look a little different when we are at home. Not only do we have our harvest responsibilities, but we also have our cattle responsibilities. So that's what the kids and I are doing. We're out feeding calves that we bought last week, making sure feet look okay, eyes look okay, nothing's moving slow that needs attention. And then later on, the kids and I will go up and check where our cows, our mama cows and babies are. And then we got to run out to the field and drop off lunch meat and cheese and all that for everyone to make their sandwiches today, because they'll be in the field at lunchtime today. And then we'll start cooking supper, start back. It's kind of nice when we're at home. There's 2 other ladies that help cook, so I don't have to cook tonight. But obviously once we get into Kansas and Colorado, that's different. I cook every night. So anywho, I was just showing that we do our regular harvest stuff, but when we're home, we also take care of our cattle, and the kids and I become the sole caretakers for the cattle right now, because obviously Randall is busy and in the field. So that's just what we're doing, going around doing our chores.
So Dylan and I were literally pulling out of the driveway when we came across my horse laying down trying to roll. Normally that would not be a big thing, but because it's so hot and she had just eaten, and she's kept trying to roll, and then her legs would straighten out, and then she kept trying to roll, I knew that there was something wrong. So I had to call my neighbor. She's coming down with some Banamine, and we'll try to get her tummy feeling better. And I did get her to drink a little bit, so I'm feeling a little bit better about that. And so I'm just so glad that I saw her before we left. Otherwise, she could have very possibly been dead within a couple hours. So anyway, always something going on during harvest. First swipe of 2021. Colston's gonna take a test sample so we can kind of see where our moisture's at. Take it to the elevator and get a good reading on it and get the combine set. See if we can get going. Good afternoon, it is Kylie DeBach with DeBach Harvesting, and we are dumping our first bin load of 2021. We just sampled a little bit ago and it was 13.5, so we are at it. My 13-year-old son Colston is in the combine. My 9-year-old son Riggin is in the tractor and grain cart. So it's pretty special when you get to work out in the fields with your kids. This is what we've been waiting for since 2004. We started our business and we want it to be a family-run operation, and that is exactly what it is now. It's a blessing. Proud mom moment.
June 11th, and we are still in Vernon, Texas. This is definitely the latest I have ever been in Texas combining. We were unable to even get going at Seymour due to the rain, so my brother-in-law Logan brought his crew up here to help us finish up some of our farmers around Vernon. We are down to only a couple of our customers left, so we should be able to finish everything up by the weekend here, or possibly the beginning of the week. My other brother-in-law, Michael, is over in Childress, and they've been combining pretty strong for the last few days. So we should all be able to start wrapping up here and be able to move up to Oklahoma and get combining up there. So that is what we are up to here at New Miller Harvesting.
Saturday, June 12th. Ryan is trying to recharge the air conditioning in this truck before we go. We had to take it into our local truck shop. Our jakes weren't hitting right, and they said our valves were too tight. So they were very kind and hustled, and we had a solenoid that was bad. And they had it fixed and out of the shop in less than a week so we could go on the road. And they're amazing, and we definitely appreciate everything they do for us very much. So just working on getting the AC ready to go. And then why I took Hayden to basketball camp last week, Ryan and Chase, we got a tear on the tarp on our big trailer, and so we used just a piece off this old hay tarp we had to patch it. There's a big hole you can kind of see right there on the top. We got it all patched, and we ran the wire so that, because this is an automatic tarp, so Ryan hooked up the controls so we can run that from the truck. And tomorrow we'll be headed south with the tractor and grain cart, and then we will be officially leaving the house and on harvest this week. So yeah, it's going to be crazy busy, but we will keep everybody posted.
Get run over.